sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Powell. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Now Howell. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Howell now to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
High up there to grab him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That one complete to Trey Tucker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And Richardson back to throw it. Completed to Hyatt. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And able to get this to the 31. Here's a 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd down and 1.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Raiders 7.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The Raiders take over.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Dante Thornton, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are able to move back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Chargers.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Looking to put a drive together.
Back to throw. Howell. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Wilson is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 110 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
2 yards to go, second down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And Howe will throw it.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 30-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
31 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
At the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. A full left side taken in by Kmet.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 13 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Harris will score. Touchdown Chargers. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score.
So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
For the Chargers.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And the points they have come over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Complete to Theo Johnson. It's a game.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Nice Bronco 80.
Richardson.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and this will be quite a start for them if they can win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out.
And got his man complete. There he goes again, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have yet again retaken the lead.
21. Chargers, 17.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
35-yard line.
Howell from the gun. Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, he got out of that shit.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
Operating from the gun. Howell. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 45-yard line.
Hawk 70.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Howell. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Howell. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. The offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howell. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The Raiders offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Richardson looking to throw this.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jalen Hyatt, 79 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Powell out of the shotgun. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
A loss of 7.
Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 sight, Dragon 60.
Now it's Richardson.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Adonai Mitchell, 37 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 15 now.
Powell. Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1:52 to play until halftime.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Powell. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Najee Harris
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to 4.
35. Chargers.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown.
The Raiders offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 61 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Theo Johnson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
17 at the 45-yard line.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 32
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Complete to Johnston here.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Howell now to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Another throw for Howell.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
19, target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
42.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First down, Raiders.
Now Richardson.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 29.
Now Howell. To the right side and intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 9 seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there.
A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
The Raiders take over.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
19 sight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson.
Very quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
First down.
60, 70 Ranger.
Richardson looking to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Raider first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 6 point, 7, go.
Back to the air with Richardson.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
And now Mitchell
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
56. Chargers.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Here's Howell.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
At the 30-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back to throw, Howell. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
16 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10 at the
Howell,
46.
he'll look to throw it.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Throwing here, Howell.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
And Howell will throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 6.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Howell. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
It's caught. Mitchell. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
Again, it's Richardson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
Johnson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
10. Richardson looking to throw this.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
St. Jude on the coverage.
Now it's Richardson.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Richardson working from the gun.
Complete. This is Mitchell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And quickly, they get to the line.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Touchdown! Theo Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
63. Chargers 37.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, good move.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own
Looking to put a drive together.
Harris will start the drive out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Powell. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Powell. On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard
Powell
line.
down to throw it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Max Crosby
Able to record his 5th. Sack of the season.
At the 40-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Are you kidding me?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to feel committed to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Powell out of the shotgun.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnston. And running with power here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston,
38 yards.
and the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Now Richardson.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun.
He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 16-yard line.
62 yards on the play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Richardson looking to throw.
Touchdown Raiders!
Dante Thornton.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game.
51.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nifty move.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Now Howe.
And the Raiders have got him.
Max Crosby.
A milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And we'll go with the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Dante Thornton,
27 yards.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Back to throw, Howell.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Throwing here, Howell.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Shot 60, shot 60. Here we go, shot 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
And Richardson back to throw it.
Man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it in a league role.
Max Crosby in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties in with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. And that will be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that straight.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Richardson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Chargers.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Richardson.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers, 51.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And Howe will throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
18 Rattler. Stephanie, 18, 19, go.
Richardson.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And less than a yard.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Richardson looking to throw this.
31-yard line.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Warriors 70, Panthers 60.
And Richardson yet again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19.
First down, Raiders.
Now it's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Howe.
And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And 18 at the 27-yard line.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He gets it complete to Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 35.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Powell. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Get it. Track Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. 54 yards.
Play of 54 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Raiders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.